So let's look into this. This is ideally the perfect career in sports, you know. You start off at a team, you conquer at that team, you move on. That should be how it is. Or say you start off at a crappy team, at least work your way up, you know. So Ibrahimovic is a perfect example of this. Jose Mourinho, perfect example of this. Whenever they dominate, they win, they move right away. What did Jose Mourinho do when he won the Champions League with Porto? Left immediately, goes somewhere else, conquers England for a couple of years. Then what does he do? Goes somewhere else, you know, conquers at Real Madrid or wherever he went. And then, Inter. And then he went, what did he do when he won the Champions League at Inter? Right away, he goes somewhere else, you know. That's how it should be. You could create a dynasty and stay there, try to win multiple times, but again, that's a shortcut to success. You gotta dominate, prove yourself elsewhere. Ibrahimovic won 13 league titles, 4 different leagues, and also 6 different teams. So every time he wins a league title, maybe he builds that team up for like a couple years, 3-4 years, then he moves on. And that's how it should be, you know. A lot of these players in sports, they get comfortable, you know. They like it because they're comfortable. They don't want to move. They don't want to affect or take the chance of messing up. That separates the boys from the legends, you know what I mean? That's why Ibrahimovic, Jose Mourinho, best of all time, you know. Here's an example. Let's take a look at Michael Jordan. Let's take a look at Kobe. Even James. Let's take a look at basketball here. So you look at Jordan. What was his weakness? His weakness was he played for one super team. Same with Kobe. One super team had all your success. Well, where was your success elsewhere, you know? They didn't have any success, you know. They could only win championships with these great teams. Jordan, you got to give him respect, though, because he built that team from the ground up. Kobe, he did it, but his team was already successful before he even got there. Now, James, so he's a different story, too. I do like when you move and you conquer, but are you going to these super stacked teams? Every team he won it on was a super team, you know. So he's going to these preset teams, and, you know, that's how he's getting all those championships, you know. I don't respect that either. You have to go in. Ibrahimovic, all his league titles, none of them won the year before, you know. So he goes in, he completely changes the team. He wins them the first league title or whatever. In whatever years they had a drought, and he comes in, wins it for the first time in 7 years, 17 years, 20 years, whatever. That's how it should be in sports, you know. Look at Giannis with the Milwaukee Bucks. He took a losing team like the Milwaukee Bucks and made them have the most wins in basketball 2 years in a row. Became MVP 2 years in a row. And then the third year, he finally wins the NBA championship, you know. He did it basically himself. He didn't have superstars for that. That's what I'm talking about. You know, the better the stars you have, the better tools you have, the better success you're going to be, whether it's stats or trophies, you know. Kawhi Leonard, he did what I said, you know. Perfect path for basketball. Kawhi Leonard wins it with the Spurs. What does he do? He goes to the Raptors. What does he do then? He wins it 1 year with the Raptors, gets out of there. You know, that's how it should be. In my eyes, that is the perfect, ideal path for a career in sports. You go somewhere, you conquer, you leave. Dominate elsewhere, because it's easy to stay at a team and get all those trophies and your stats up, there's no respect there for me, I would rather have someone win one league title and do it the hard way than someone who stays at a super team and wins like 5 or 6,